All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our Friday morning Perk meeting. Today is Friday, June 4th. It's June already. Can you believe it? Al, let's start the meeting.
Good morning.
Awesome. And for those of you, well, Pat, this is for you because I think everybody else has been to these meetings before. When we were live at the
Zoom meeting.
Oh, and let's all mute ourselves because I could hear some background noise. This way we can focus on Pat as the presenter when he starts. So when we were live at the All Seasons Diner in Eatontown, Al was the host of the Perk meetings, and he would ring that bell, which meant we all had to take our seats and be quiet. So we're still ringing the bell on our virtual meetings when we start the meeting, and it's nice. It's very nice that Al still does that for us. So welcome everybody. I want to introduce somebody who's one of our newest chamber members, and I believe he is the furthest away from us. We were having this conversation before we started this session. Pat Jones, he's from a company called Long Consulting Group up in Olean, New York, about 6.5 hours away. And he's a chamber member, so we can say that Monmouth Regional Chamber goes beyond the state borders, not just beyond the county borders. So Pat has a very special thing that he wants to introduce. We are partnering with Long Consulting and something called Clever RX, and we're gonna have Pat explain everything and tell us a little bit about what your company does, Pat.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Terese, and I appreciate everyone being here today. Lovely Friday morning. It still feels a little bit like Thursday to me. Just, you know, I'm used to a normal 5-day work week and having a holiday. I feel like I'm a day off yet, but it is Friday, so happy Friday, everybody, and welcome. I'm very glad to be here and be a part of this Friday morning meeting with you guys. I'd like to just share my screen. Do I have access to that, Terese?
Yes.
So I'm going to just put a couple slides up here and share this with you while I go through a couple things. But again, thank you so much, Terese, and happy Friday, everyone. My name is Pat Jones. I represent Long Consulting Group. We are from Olean, New York, probably 385 to 400 miles northwest of Monmouth County. And I'd like to thank Terese and Monmouth County for giving me the opportunity to introduce Long Consulting Group as a new member of your chamber and present to you our featured product, Clever RX. For those of you, I'll get into Clever RX a little bit, but I just wanted to give you a little bit of history about Long Consulting and what we do. The backstory about us: Long Consulting Group was founded in 1997 by our owner operator, Wes Long. Wes works with us diligently on a daily basis to formulate strategies that will save employers, both large and small, money regarding employee benefits. Back in 1997 to the late 2019, Long Consulting Group was heavily involved in the oil and gas industry, working primarily in New York, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, Ohio area. Some of our services included seismic permitting, we did oil and gas leasing, a lot of title, curative, and due diligence projects. We acquired a lot of right-of-ways for some different companies, Shell, Talisman. Also, we did a lot of gas storage easements in those particular, areas. So, and there was many more projects that we've done in the past, but in the late 2018, early 2019, with the economic downturn in the oil and gas industry, Long Consulting shifted its focus to our health and wellness sector. Our primary services now is identifying cost savings for employers with emphasis in healthcare and employee benefits. Our goal is to reduce healthcare costs and enhance employee benefits with no added cost to the employer or the employee. Our newest services include, and these are things that we can talk about at a later date. I just wanted to mention these. One of our most popular ones, it's called a MERP. It's a medical expense reimbursement program. It allows employers to save about $500 per employee per year. In addition, the employees acquire about $1,800 in supplemental coverage. And this is something typically we could schedule in about a 30-minute Zoom call to go over all the details, share this program with you. It's something worth looking into.
We can do a lunch and learn in the future. We can do a lunch and learn. Gives us a full
Absolutely.
hour.
And this is something like, again, we could, if everyone's up for it, you know, a 45-minute to an hour presentation, we've got a product specialist that really can dive into this and explain all the details of that program.
Mhm.
A couple other services that we do offer. We do offer some health insurance, traditional premiums, some medical bridge, self-funded programs. Also, we offer what's known as some minimum essential coverage, what we call MEX. And additionally, we offer life and supplemental insurance to fill the gaps in current employee coverage. So just a couple things that we do on our end, and we certainly are open to discuss that at any time. I can leave my info. Is there
There's a chat.
is there a chat box I can leave
Yeah.
my contact information? Okay.
Perfect. Mhm.
And again, we can discuss all these either, and with Zoom these days, it's so nice. You can basically reach out to everyone. We're working all the way from all along the East Coast, from New York, Pennsylvania, down into Florida. So with Zoom, it makes it so much easier to reach out and touch everybody. So
Mhm.
again, so those just a little back history about law consulting. But now our featured program, and the reason that I'm here today is to discuss Clever RX. Have you guys heard about Clever RX? Is that anything that anyone's heard of? Has anyone heard of Good RX?
Mhm.
So Good RX, this is similar. It's a prescription discount drug program, and I'm going to share you guys can see my screen, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna blow this up a little bit too. And what I'd like to do is, does everyone have their phone handies? That code that's over here, this QR code that's in the right-hand corner, and I'm gonna walk through this with you. You know, let me do this first. Let me play this video, and let me know if you can hear the sound, if everything sounds good.
Mhm.
And then we'll walk through. How does it sound?
Sounds good.
Hello, today we're going to be showing you how to use the Clever RX app on your mobile device. So to get started, you're going to want to open your phone's camera and scan the QR code on your prescription savings card. If you don't already have a card, you can find one at your local Chamber of Commerce. Once you scan the code, click the link that shows up in the top of your screen, and when you arrive on the page, click Open, which will open your App Store. Once in the App Store, download the app. Once the app is finished downloading, open it up, and you can begin setup. Once you open the app, you'll be greeted by a few informational slides. Once you've finished reading, scroll all the way to the end, and click Get Started. Long Consulting and Clever RX have partnered to drive down your prescription costs. On the next screen, you'll be prompted to enter your mobile number. Once you submit your number, you'll be texted a security code. Simply take that code and input it in the box below. After you enter your security code, you can allow your location or use zip code instead. We're just going to allow our location. Once you allow your location, you can begin using the app. As you can see, it'll bring up already a list of prices and great savings. On the next slide, you can either choose your preferred pharmacy, or if you don't have a pharmacy preference, simply click No Pharmacy Preference. You're clever. You're now ready to start saving money on your prescriptions. Let's do it. Clever RX will ask if you want to allow notifications, and that's completely up to you. We're just going to do a simple search here, just to demonstrate how the app can be used. So we're going to search up ibuprofen. Just type in the first few letters and it'll bring up a list of suggested medications. Go ahead and click on the one you want, and then you can select from the drug name, form, dosage, quantity, and then select your zip code if it isn't already selected. Once you've selected all the options, click Show Me the Most Clever Prices. As you can see, it'll pull up the lowest price, your pharmacy if you made a selection, and the nearest you. All you have to do to take advantage of these savings is simply click on the option of the pharmacy you want to use. All you have to do is show this voucher to the pharmacist and you'll be all good to go. Do keep in mind that CleverRx is contracted with Walmart Pharmacy and many other pharmacies. Some pharmacy employees may not know this. If you have any issues with this voucher, tap on the button below to show them the payer sheet. If you'd like to share this app to help everyone else, simply click the share button in the bottom right and click Share Now. Do keep in mind that your prescription savings card will only work at major pharmacies. However, the app will work at any pharmacy you choose to use. Thanks for watching and stay clever.
All right, so what I'd like to do now is just actually walk through downloading the app. And if we could, everyone takes out, does everyone have their phone with them?
Mhm. Yeah.
So
I just want to interject, Pat. The reason why we're partnering with Loan Consulting and CleverRx is because what is the you said 80%, you could save over 80% of the prescriptions out there. You can save more money than other competitors that
absolutely. So
Yeah.
80% of the time, this is going to be, you know, the other prescription, like the good RXs and even your traditional insurance that you carry. Now, it's not going to work on absolutely every single, you know, prescription, but 80% of the time, it's worth presenting this card, presenting the app to your pharmacist, and seeing if it does beat your traditional insurance. But this is a program that we feel very strongly about, and we'd like to see as many people get involved with it. And we're all about trying to save people money. And in these pressing times, it's all about saving money. So if we could walk through and just download, everyone can download the app on their phone, and we can kind of just, you know, see how it works. And you can maybe even pull up your own, you know, maybe a script that you're taking now and see what the pricing is like and get an idea. But so basically, if you just hover over that QR code, it should open up, you know, in Safari. I'm not sure if everyone has iPhones or Androids.
Mm-hmm.
So then when you'll walk through, it'll say open the app. So if you want to click, has everyone clicked on it? Or if I'm going too fast, we can certainly backtrack. So once you've taken a picture, open it up, then you're going to download the app. I just download. So then once it's downloaded, if you want to go ahead and open that app right up. So it'll say, you know, welcome, CleverRx, you're now part of the family. You can scroll to the right. We can look through this. We're here to help, providing your loved ones and your pet. Even it even works on pet medication, so it's certainly a nice one. I mean, CVS Pharmacy really enjoys this app. They fill a lot of pet medications. Mm-hmm. If you scroll again, we're here for everyone. One more time, we're everywhere. So then. So if you scroll all the way to the last screen, it'll say, let's get started. Mm-hmm. Everyone there? Mm-hmm. Oh, everyone's muted pretty much, aren't they? I'm talking, I'm like, I could hear. All right, so if you hit the get started button, it'll bring up, you'll see Monmouth Regional Chamber of Commerce. So you want to hit at the bottom, hit thanks. So it's going to ask for you got to enter your mobile phone number then, this area code. And then your phone number, and then hit submit. And it does it now. It's going to text you a code that you're going to have to enter in there. So once you put that code in, it's going to say allow your location, or if you want to use your zip code instead, that's entirely up to you. I'm going to put my zip code in.
I love it, Carrie.
4742. Okay. Hit submit. And this is now it's pretty much we'll hit continue because it's just going through a couple examples of some items. Here it's going to ask you to choose your preferred pharmacy. Now it's got the 4 major pharmacies listed on here. If you don't see one of your pharmacies on there, that's okay. You can put no pharmacy present or preference in the bottom. Did somebody have a question or is that?
I think somebody's phone ringing.
Okay. I use CVS, so I'm going to use CVS, and I'll explain to you a little bit more about how that's going to work. But if one of those if any of those 4 are your, your pharmacy that you use, go ahead and click those. If not, put no pharmacy preference in there. Hit save. So, and then at the bottom it says you're clever, ready to go. Let's do it. Click that, and then we can start searching we can start searching a prescription right now. Terese, does anyone have any questions? Somebody's got a question.
Yeah, if anyone, do we need the screen anymore? Are you gonna go any further with any other
And
slides?
really, that was, I just wanted to make sure we could see.
Okay,
I'm going to stop share then.
yeah, this way we could see everybody because I can't see
Okay.
it. Okay, good.
So
Yeah.
I stopped share.
So-
So now, basically, we're in the search prescriptions. So you can type in your prescription if you're, I use, if you typed in like ibuprofen or something, and once you type in enough letters, it'll basically pick, your prescription in. It'll say the drug name. It'll have the form if it's a tablet, and there's a little scroll down bar if you got to change that, if it's a bottle, jar, box, whatever the case may be. You can change that very easily, and just make sure the quantity and
The dosage.
the quantity and dosage, and then make sure verify that the zip code is where you're at, and then you can just hit show me the most clever pricing. And it'll bring up a list of prices, the lowest price, your pharmacy that you selected, and the nearest pharmacy that's right in your area. And then you can even look at the bottom where it says see more prices, and it'll give you a list of additional pharmacies all through the area. It lists the independent pharmacies, it lists all the major pharmacies, but there's 80,000 pharmacies that are participating in this program. So the major pharmacies, and I did want to show you one thing on this card. Let me share my screen one more time. And if I'll scroll down just so you can see this on the card. But I don't know if everyone can see this, let me put this up a little bit. This card, and if I can get over far enough. It's got the major pharmacies listed. This card works exclusively CVS, Target, Long's Drugs, Walmart, Kroger, Fry's, Harris Teeter, Walgreens, and Duane Reade. So if any of those aren't your participating pharmacy that you use, you have to, what they require us to do is download the app on your phone. And I would like to walk through that with you just briefly here. If you present the card at any of those pharmacies that are printed on, and we're going to bring these cards down in the next week to 2 weeks to raise, and we'll leave, I got 10,000 of them for you. So we'll have plenty of cards that would distribute to the chamber. And we're going to go out and talk to these local pharmacies, let them know that we're in town, just partner with the local chamber here. So you're going to see a lot of these a lot of these cards in action. So just want to make them aware of, here's how the program works. And give them, and there is a nice there's a pharmacist helpline that you can see right here, an 800 number, and a customer helpline if you have any questions. So that's right on the back of the card. And feel free, Terese, if you have questions, or if any of the chamber members have questions, direct them to me, and I can, if I don't have the answer, I can get with Clever RX, and we can figure out any issues that anybody might have. So if we go back, does anyone have any questions?
So I just wanted to say that I'm really excited about this program because, during COVID last year, the chamber also, for every prescription that's ordered, the chamber's going to get 15 cents. So we have
35.
We have to be creative in thinking about revenue for the chamber, because we solely depend on membership dues and events. And last year, not a lot of that happened. So when I got the email from Long Consulting saying, hey, I've got a win-win product here that will help your members and their friends and families save money, and the chamber gets 15 cents for every prescription that's ordered through this QR code, we talked to the board approved it, and we thought it was a no-brainer, because if we could save you money more than what you're paying on prescriptions, and the chamber can make a little money behind the scenes, I thought, this is great. It just started opening up our minds to other sources of income for the chamber besides just membership dues and events. So I want to thank you guys for coming up with the program, and they're coming all the way down from Ole in New York to put all the flyers and the cards in local pharmacies in Monmouth County for us. So they're really investing, and it didn't cost the chamber a dime to do this. And they're putting all their time and effort into it to make this work for us. So I want to thank you guys very much for that. Does anybody have any questions for Pat? Yes, Laura.
Good morning, everyone. Great presentation, by the way. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so I just looked it up, and how do I get my own pharmacy? I go to Bayshore Pharmacy. So how do I because they gave me a list of like CVS and so forth, the list somewhere higher than what I'm paying already? Do
you have the app open now?
Yes, I do.
So did you typed in your prescription?
Yeah, show me the prices. Yeah, I'm just curious. Now, how would I get to put Bayshore Pharmacy in there?
So if you scroll down, does it say show more pharmacies?
Just see more prices.
See more prices. So does it list them at all?
So then it did open some more up.
So
okay.
you can scroll down through, and if they're not listed on there, they may not participate. But
I got it.
They're on it. Okay.
God
great.
bless. Thank you.
Yep. So it's very, this is a very easy app to work with, and what I suggest you do is if you scroll, like when you got the app open, I gotta look at mine quick, because if you go on the bottom of your phone, there's a little, looks like a little pill box, but if you go to the right hand, if you click on the next button over where it says share it forward, does everyone see that? You can actually, if you hit the share it forward, you can go and you can share that with all your friends. And this will send a text message to them. They can open it up and they can download this app and have this at their, on their phone as well. So I suggest doing that as much as you can. The more people you can get this in the hands of, the better served, everyone's going to be.
Pat?
Yes.
On that topic, if we share it to friends and family, is this something for our area in New Jersey, or is this a nationwide product?
This is a nationwide product, but the bin or your group ID number is exclusive to Monmouth County. So all the proceeds, anyone that uses this app, and Terese, it's 35 cents.
I'm sorry, 35 cents.
I thought I heard you say 15, but
I don't know where I got 15 from.
It's 35 cents. So every time somebody uses this card on a prescription, it's 35 cents that goes to the chamber. So, but for Monmouth County, you guys have your own unique group ID number, so that all that revenue is generated, and it goes to Monmouth County Chamber.
Okay, again,
Chamber,
if I share this to family members in Colorado, for example, is that still going to work to the Monmouth Chamber?
It will come back to chamber, for your chamber. Yes.
Yeah, the QR code is what makes it identifiable. Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Duane, for that. That's a good question. Joanne.
And good morning, great information. Forgive me if I missed this detail. This essentially can replace someone's prescription plan through insurance, or it complements a plan they may have.
It works in addition to, or if your insurance, again, this is going to work 70 to 80% of the time better. It's not going to always, you're not going to always get a better price. So I would suggest when you go to the pharmacy, have them run the Clever RX card. You may see, hey, you're going to save better. some scripts it's not going to always work on. So I would have them use it. If it works better, that's what we're about, saving you some money. I'm not saying drop your current insurance, but use this, just have them run it. You know, it's not going to take them any more time, but have the pharmacist or the girl or the person running the register run your card and see if you get a better deal. I mean, you're going to see on your phone what the price is, and you know what you pay, you know, with your own insurance or your own prescription plan. So I would definitely use this and see if you can get a better deal.
Great, that's a good alternative. Good, very good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Excellent. Any other questions for Pat? All right. Well, thank you for coming all the way down from Ole in New York to join us today.
It was a long drive, but yeah.
All right, I'm very excited about the potential. So so as chamber members, we're always looking for something that can benefit you while benefiting the chamber at the same time. So if anybody has any other ideas or connections to any businesses or anybody that can offer a service that we can share, let us know, and we'll look into it and see if it's something we can offer. Now, Pat is a member of the chamber, so when you look up, actually, I have to add you as a representative because I believe that West is the main member,
Right.
As the owner of the business. We're gonna have we physically have the card. So we have these cards to hand out with the chamber logo on it. As you can see, you saw that in his presentation, and the QR code on the back. So he's going to have this on his profile, as a picture on his profile, so people can go to the chamber, look at the profile, and also capture the information with their phone through the QR code. And also, like we said, the app on your phone you can share as well. So just something that works, you know, hopefully you'll find that you can get better pricing through the app for the prescriptions that you have now. And hopefully we'll be able to share it and just share the information and make it work for everyone. So again, thank you, Pat, for that. We're going to start with our introductions, but before we do that, you know what's coming up in less than 2 weeks from now. We'll have Mark talk about the golf outing that's coming up on the 16th.
All right, so, oh my God, what's today?
Today's the 4th.
Was it
12 days from now.
2 weeks? 2 weeks from last Wednesday coming up.
Oh, it's a week from this coming Wednesday.
Oh my
yeah.
God, thank you. Thanks, Bonnie. Chime in, please. Yeah, we're down to the wire. We got all the details all ironed out with Bella Vista. We're crunching the last numbers. Registration is ending today. Right, Bonnie?
Yes.
And, we'll cut it off at what time? 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock?
Yes, 6 o'clock tonight. And I think we have 2 open slots left for golfers. That's it.
Well, we have at least 2 open slots. Our goal was 72 golfers. You could always get more, but we have 70 registered. So if we could eke out 2 more golfers would be spectacular. But I mean, I don't think we've had an outing with that type of turnout in the past, as well as a great bunch of people are coming to the after hours. Again, thanking Bonnie and I are thanking all the chamber members that are on the board or on the committee that have helped, and all the sponsorships. It's going to be a fun day. And actually, Colonel Sam's wife, Frances, is going to be there after all. She wasn't going to be. So she's coming. You know, it's going to be a great time. So if you were planning on attending the reception, and or if you're volunteering and you plan on volunteering, you know, into the reception time, you definitely have to register, and register today. We need to get actually Bella Vista final counts for everything. Again, there's a good chance, you know, you can actually win. We got great baskets. You could probably win a basket for more than what you paid to come to the outing. Or to the after event. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And once we get this under our belt, we'll be able to really push the heck out of the next one coming up, which is Beacon. And again, just want to thank everybody involved and everybody who sponsored and everybody who stepped up. Our committee, we've called the superstars in the dream team. They're so good. They got 2 names. So it's been spectacular. Anything else I left out, Bonnie?
Anybody who's considering putting a last minute ad in the journal, please, by 6 o'clock tonight. We still would like to get, as many, tributes to the Colonel as we can. So anybody, 6 o'clock tonight's our deadline for your ads. And I want to thank all those who contributed to the swag bags. Mark and I will be making pickups across Monmouth County, and there's no deadline on that. I will take any more contributions, Post-it pads, anything that your business has that you want to, clip it bags, anything. Just reach out to us and we'll come pick it up.
Very good. Thank you so much. You guys have worked so hard with your team to pull this together. I'm very excited. Yes, let's give them a round of applause. It's going to be a phenomenal event. As Mark has said before, most of the golfers aren't even chamber members, but they're coming together to celebrate Colonel Sam. And so thank you so much for all the effort you have put into this. I know it's already a success, and we haven't even gotten to Wednesday the 16th yet. So final registration for the reception is Monday at 5 o'clock. I put 5 o'clock out there on social media. I put that up last night. So we can't wait for people, and I even forgot about that. We can't wait till the last minute for people to join the reception. We need to give them a head count. So Monday is the final day to register if you haven't done so already. And even though you just come to the reception, if you're not golfing, come and join us during the day. We're going to be there all day long. You could volunteer, just hang out, have some fun, network, and the reception's at 5 o'clock. So
Cash bar in the clubhouse will be open all day if you want to hang out.
Love it, love it. So thank you guys so much. Next, I'm going to call on Jerry, because that's the next event coming up, is the Beacon of Heroes.
So we're the dynamic duo, Mark and I. When I went to Bella Vista on Wednesday to pick the menu and walk the property, Mark and Bonnie had just gone before, so we really confused them because it's the same last name. But anyway, we're calling our Beacon Award this year Beacon of Hope. If it's on July 22nd in the evening. It's also at Bella Vista. It's a cocktail party. I just viewed the newly renovated Bella Vista Outdoor Pavilion, and it's gorgeous. So really excited about that. And our honorees, again, are the 5 hospitals who've done a spectacular job getting us through a really difficult time. The VNA of Central Jersey, who's really helped also with the vaccine. Sorry, I couldn't think of that word. Vaccine distribution. The Mental Health Association, because as I've talked about a million times, this has been an incredibly difficult year for people who have mental illness or who never had it before, but really had a hard time dealing with the stress and anxiety. And the Monmouth County, I don't know what they're called. They used to be called the Freeholders.
Yeah, so the Monmouth County Commissioners, County Commissioner's Office. Yeah. Yes,
Who, again, with their small business information and all of that, have been a great support in that economic rough time. And lastly, we have a gentleman who was affected early on by COVID. He was in a coma and on a respirator for a very long time, ventilator, sorry. And he's representing all those people who've been affected. Please, 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 please share on your social media, invite people personally. Because I know that I've even posted on social media and it feels like people just like scroll by. But if you can invite people personally, we really want these people to feel the love, right? And to be able to celebrate coming out on the other side. So we're still looking for sponsorships, but also really attendees, get a table together. They can hold 300 people. I would love to fill the room. Mm-hmm. So any questions, concerns, you can always reach out to me. I'll put my personal email in but Holly and I have a great team helping us out with that. And we're really looking forward to a spectacular event. And the basket that we're raffling off is one basket, but it's already worth, like, I don't know, Holly, Tara.
Over 500, and we're just getting responses in from the banks. We are all looking for to add the value to this summer package. So people flip over money, Visa cards. So I've reached out to a couple of our banks. If you're able to donate a Visa card, they're going to be spread out on a boogie board, which is also on a beautiful, I'm looking at it right now, Tommy Bahama beach chair and a cooler. We have beach towels. We've got wine, beer, you name it's going into this package. It's going to be spectacular. So if anyone wants to help us out with a Visa gift card along that they can spend their own money at the beach, let us know. That'd be awesome. You can contact me.
Excellent.
Wonderful. Thank you, Tara.
All right.
So join us, promote it, get a table. We're really excited about it.
Yes, thank you so much, Jerry and team, for the work that you're putting into the Beacon of Heroes. It's amazing. We've gotten such great feedback from everybody that we've talked to about this event. So don't miss it. Come and join us. It's going to be hybrid. Although things are opening up, we can now expand our in-person part of the event. So please join us in person if you're comfortable, and I'm looking forward to that. All right, so the next big event after that is the Athena Awards on Friday, November 5th, but the deadline for applications for our nominees is this month, the 30th of June. So if you know an Athena, somebody that's worthy of a nomination, please have them get us the applications in as soon as possible. Time is ticking on the deadline. So Joanne, do you want to add anything to that? I know you're on the committee.
Yes, definitely. First thing to be mindful of is that, the nomination deadline at the end of this month. Gentlemen, you can be nominated too. This is not just a woman thing. It's not just women nominees. It's men who have done great things to promote the advancement of women. And the earlier, we're all about, people, the nominees bragging about how worthy they are for these awards. So the earlier they get in their applications, the more time we have to take a look at them, maybe get back to them, ask them to, beef up their information a bit. I've volunteered my services to, anyone who's filling out that application and needs some help writing it up. I'd be happy to help them with it. That's our focus right now. And on any of these events, I just put in the chat box too, a reminder, first of all, about the golf outing, but we're hoping to draw in a lot of non-chamber members to participate and to view and attend all of these events. So we all know about each other here. We see each other's information on the perks and the chamber events, but definitely consider taking out the ads and putting your things in the swag bags, because this is your shot to get your information out to the broader audience.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. Thank you so much, Joanne. And next Friday, if the weather is nice, we will have our first outdoor perk meeting at Doorbrook Park at the picnic tables, the covered picnic tables next to the basketball courts. We've been talking about doing a live perk meeting for a while. Finding a venue has been difficult. So at last week's perk meeting, I loved it. It's like a brainstorming session with the people with all of you that show up to these perk meetings. We said, why look for a venue when there's free outdoor space if the weather's nice? So we said, okay, let's do it. I do have a venue that's going to be available in July, but for the month of June, if the weather is nice on a Friday, we're going to be doing it outdoor at the picnic tables. Like I said, it's a covered picnic tables. We'll make the decision on Thursday whether or not the weather is going to hold up. We still wouldn't want to meet in the rain. We'll do Zoom if it's a rainy Friday morning. Otherwise, we will be there. And our first in-person perk speaker is Tom Principe. So I'm really excited about that. And thank you, Tom, for being available to kick off our perks at the park. All right. And our next Real Raw Open is next Friday at 3 o'clock. If you haven't been a part of the Real Raw Open yet, there is a video on YouTube where we introduced it on May 6th, I believe it was. So go look at the video if you haven't seen it. And if you want to be a part of it, registration will be opening later this afternoon. We'll get it up on the website. So, and that's it for now. We have introductions. Let's go to Catherine. Let's go to Catherine. Oh, yeah.
Can we announce the Women in Business Luncheon?
Oh, yeah. So let's go to Catherine for the YPG because her event comes first, and then we'll go to your event. Yeah.
So also this month, we will be having our first YPG meeting in person. It will also be at Dorbrook Park. We are going to talk business and eat some bagels. So if you wish to see myself, as well as Jeremy and all my YPG members, 8:30 Tuesday, June 15th, with some, breakfast underneath the canopy. I don't think anything gets better than that. Also, just quick note, we are working on some t-shirts for the chamber, and I have some examples here this morning. Just wanted to give this a little preview before we get all our final details. So we have this like upper chest area with the chamber logo.
Nice.
And then we also got like the big, logo, be real present for the chamber. With all the in-person events coming up, we definitely wanted, something else for the chamber to help, raise a little bit of money. Also have to give a shout out to Rob for putting these t-shirts together and me picking them up last night. So we would have them this morning. But off to you, Tara, for the women in business.
Catherine, a quick question. Those t-shirts, is it a collared or round neck? Like you're wearing like a golf shirt?
Nope. So it's round neck.
Okay, all right, just asking.
They're very
beautiful.
soft.
Yes, yes. And on the 24th, we have our first in-person Women in Business luncheon. It'll be held at Yesterday's in Hazlitt. It's our speaker is Stephanie Cartier. We're really excited. Anybody that doesn't know Stephanie, she's going to be telling her story about No Limits Cafe and from her dream to reality. This No Limits Cafe employs all disabled people, Down syndrome, any normal person that may not be able to get employment anywhere else. And she is sharing it with other restaurants. She's actually training people to be able to go into other restaurants as well. So they have all over the states, they have a few restaurants that have kicked into this program, and it's going really well. So she'll be telling her story at Yesterday's, June 24th. There'll be vendor tables available. I know Joanne from Touchtone will be taking one of the vendor tables. They're $85. It's $40 early registration to have a ticket, and you can sign up, register online.
Okay. Excellent. Thank you so much, Tara. Thank you so much, Catherine. And the last unique event that we have for the month of June is on June 22nd at 8 o'clock in the morning. We have Tiffany Artist from Howell Driving School doing a defensive driving class from 8 to 10:30, $50 for members, $60 for future members. And if you want to take 2 points off your license, it's an extra $25. So she's going to be offering that. It's going to be a Zoom class, and we're getting that up on the website within the next couple of days as well. So you can register for that as well. Lots of stuff going on for the month of June. And of course, the other events coming up in July and later on. So we'll be seeing a lot of each other. I'm very happy that we're going to start our in-person events. All right, so with that, I know it's a little later than usual to start the round the room introductions, but let's go let's do Dawn, let's do Tom, and let's go to Laura, because I know Laura has to go too.
Hello, I am Dawn Malowski. I own Social Trend Marketing Solutions. We do social media marketing, website design, Google Ads management. If your website is not responsive, which means it doesn't work on a phone and a tablet and a desktop, you definitely need to call me. We can definitely fix that. And it's before the pandemic, over 50% of people were actually looking on their phone as opposed to the desktop. Now it's gone kind of 50-50. And so, yep, Dawn from Social Trend. Have a wonderful weekend. It's supposed to be nice.
Thank you, Dawn. Oh, Tom, you're muted.
Hi, Tom Principe, Sales Success. Now you know what a small business owner feels like when they're struggling to grow sales and they feel like no one is listening to them. They feel like they're muted. Well, I listen, I can help, I can unmute your sales.
Nice.
Tom Principe, Sales Success, Sales Results Success.
Very clever, Tom. I like that. Maybe Laura can't get on the phone right now. All right, let's go to Carrie. I know she has an event to announce, and then we'll go to Sean and Erika.
Morning, everybody. Carrie from The Connection, managed IT service provider located in Hazlet, New Jersey. We are your IT department. We do have an event. I put the registration in the excuse me, in the chat. It's June 24th from 5 to 9 p.m. at Bell Works. It's going to be a great time. I have vendors. It focuses around the business. Whether you need a new printer, new insurance, new building, new workspace, communications, IT. We're going to have raffles. There's going to be light bites and non-alcoholic beverages. If you know Bell Works, they have an outside patio. You can go out there and grab yourself a cocktail if you'd like. We have speakers. We have Commissioner Kelly, and we have speakers from chambers, this chamber. I'm not sure who yet. I don't know if you figured it out, Terese, but this chamber, townships, it's going to be a great night. So please, it is complimentary. So please sign up, show your support to the chamber, whoever's speaking, and other small businesses. I do, if you'd like, we don't need any more, we're full with vendors, but if you'd like, for $50, I have a swag bag. You can put 100 pieces of a brochure or a tchotchke, whatever you'd like. So $50 for 100 pieces in the bag. And I need that by June 10th. So, and again, please register. Thanks.
Thank you, Carrie. And it'll be Tamara and myself, just so you know. Tamara's available, so.
Oh, good. So who's speaking?
Yeah, so
we'll talk offline.
Yeah, we'll talk offline. Sean, are you there? All right, maybe. Oh, you are.
Yep.
Okay.
Sorry. Sean Keating. I'm your local fiduciary, IRS enrolled agent. People say tax season is over. Well, Biden just hired 87,000 new investigators and is determined he's going to raise $1 trillion a year by tax return enforcement. So there should be about 20+ million letters more going out. I know he says that he will only focus on high-end people. Understand that the IRS targets people who make under $250,000 and are business owners as their primary source of income. So if you get one of these nasty grams from the IRS, please feel free to give me a call. I'll walk you through it, help you understand what it means, what you can do. But in addition to being your tax representative as a fiduciary, I'm part of a family office type structure. We're also financial, where we help you manage your whole life. We tax efficiency, your business, cash flow management, personal, so you can wind up making more with the money you have. So if you want to combine your tax and your investment and your personal and your business life so you make the most, feel free to give me a buzz.
Thank you, Sean. Erika, are you there?
Yes, I am. Good morning, everybody. Erika Boyer, Edward Jones, helping individuals and small business owners in terms of planning for your financial future. And as Sean had said, there's lots of changes coming down, so it's a good time to review your plans, get some, second opinions and advice, and make sure that what your plans are set up for your goals and specific to your situation. So Erika Boyer, Edward Jones, have a great day, everybody.
All right, thank you. All right, so next up, we'll do Ann Dubon. We'll have Tara and Laura. I heard you're back on the phone, so we'll do you after Tara.
Good morning, Monmouth Regional Chamber. Ann Dubon Murphy with Heartland Payment Systems, where we partner with small business owners, focusing on all their payroll and merchant card processing needs. And if I could ask a favor of someone, if you could just snapshot and email me the chat. I'm on the phone today. My info's in the chat. Just some information I'd love to get. Thank you.
Thank you, Ann.
Good morning, everybody. Tara Demyanovich, Outside the Box Gift. I am your gift whisperer. This is how it works. If you need a gift, let me know the person that you're gifting for, a little bit about the situation that you're gifting for, and I'll go out and shop and present everything perfectly for you. So you have something beautiful to give in the budget that you wanted to spend anyway, and I'll take it off your hands. I'm just going to show you today. This is a closing gift. It's a bright and sunny for not such a sunny afternoon. This woman loves lemons. It includes a big platter, a huge bowl, a beautiful spoon rest, and I found a mug that says, "I was made for sunny days." Again, and a dish towel, Kate Spade dish towel in a big cooler. So this is just a sample of what we got going on this week. Tara Demyanovich, Outside the Box Gift. Have a wonderful weekend, everybody.
Thank you, Tara.
Hello, everyone. Hope everyone had a really nice holiday weekend. I am Laura Matlaga from Pico Wellness. I'm sorry I can't put my camera on. I'm also on my phone. Anyway, so I wanted to share, I put information in the chat. There's a fundraiser coming up in Jackson for Mackenzie Blair Foundation for parents who lost their children to SIDS. And it's a turkey tray, and it's a really great cause. And they help with children, in college. They also help with the foundation, helps with research for SIDS and also for funeral costs for parents who had lost their children. So I wanted to just take up my time today and just say, look, please open up that link, and I'm sure it'll pull on your heartstrings like it did mine. And everyone have a blessed weekend. And if you want any information about essential oils and how they can help with your immune system, and frankincense brings you to a higher level of vibration. Lavender is good for before you go to bed. Give me a call. God bless everyone. Be well, be safe.
Thank you, Laura. Next up, we will have Bonnie Preston, Ryan. Hi, Ryan. And Joanne Colella.
Oh, good morning, Bonnie Preston, Conover Beyer Associates. I'm a commercial and personal lines property and casualty insurance agent. I handle every line of insurance for your business and for your personal. My mission is to protect those assets through insurance products, whether you're starting a business or restructuring. Any questions or concerns, I work through your audits with you, bad claims or poor service. Everybody have a great weekend. Bonnie Preston, Conover Beyer.
Thank you, Bonnie.
Hi everyone, my name is Ryan Sahlin. I'm the Executive Director and founder of Greater Than the Game, Inc. We're a nonprofit dedicated to inspiring people through sports, through articles and podcasts of inspirational people. We have a new podcast coming out today, actually, with the founder of the Times River Field of Dreams, which is an inclusive sports complex for people with disabilities and all abilities. So be on the lookout for that. If you want to check it out, we're at greaterthanthegame.org.
I like that, Ryan. I like that. Very nice.
Good morning, it's Joanne Colella, Colella Communications. We're all sitting here on Zoom events. There's a lot of events coming up between Zoom and in person. You're going to be handing out business cards and putting your information in the chat boxes, and you're going to have your website links. So when people go there and you need content for them to read all about you, I can help you create and update and perfect your content. So please keep me in mind when you're putting together all your marketing for all our great events.
All right, and happy birthday yesterday.
Thank you.
All right, let's do the Vigiani team. Let's go to Mark and Jerry and Gerald after that.
Good morning, gang. Mark Vigiani, your full-time real estate professional, Berkshire Fox Roach Home Services. I don't buy and sell real estate. I help people achieve their goals by building relationships. Pat, anybody up there is moving down to New Jersey, hook them up directly with me. Anybody up there is looking to sell their home, contact me. I can hook them up with a good agent up there too. I have a vast network of agents actually internationally across the United States, Canada, South America, Europe. So if anybody has any real estate needs whatsoever, just give me a call. And if I can't take care of you, I can lead you in the right direction.
Excellent. Thank you, Mark.
Good morning again, Jerry Vigiani, Lotus Blossom Psychotherapy. We're wellness and counseling for women. And I just want everybody to have a great, great weekend. Enjoy the sun, get lots of rays. It's good for your mental health.
Nice. Thank you, Jerry.
Morning Chamber, Gerald Cioci. I'm your local real estate and bankruptcy attorney. If you know someone who's buying or selling a home, commercial business, or struggling financially, have them contact me. All consultations are free and they're confidential. And as a public service in the chamber, I'm going to pay for Al to attend Tiffany's driving class.
That's awesome.
Thanks.
Oh, that was funny. I'd hold him to it, Al. Now that he said
I'm
it.
definitely doing it. I've driven with him.
Next up, Steve. Let's go to Steve.
We have
Rosen.
to talk, Joe.
Steve Rosen, the Healys, and then Carrie Gazowitz.
Morning, Steve Rosen, Jobs Done Right. I'm your local handyman. Anything you need done inside and outside. The only thing I don't do is plumbing and painting. Everything else, call me and I'll see what I can do with it. It's really beautiful, going to be gorgeous out this weekend. Gonna have a lot more gorgeous weekends coming up. Don't spend them inside doing stuff you don't want to do. Call me, I'll take care of it. Steve Rosen, Jobs Done Right.
Thank you, Steve.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Mike Healy. This is my wife, Gilda Healy, and together we are Healy Brokerage. Good referrals for us right now. Homeowners and flood insurance, cyber, and insurance, liability insurance for nonprofits, as well as workmen's comp.
And let's not forget those one-day events, since we're all starting to meet in person again. If you need something like that, I'll put my information in the chat box. Please contact us. And now we tell this to everybody from Niagara Falls
to the shores of Cape May. We
got you covered.
Jules and Mike Healy, Healy Brokerage. Everybody have a great weekend.
Thank you very much. See, that was their tagline, Pat. So it includes everybody up in northern New York. All right. Carrie, you're muted.
All right. Good morning, everyone. My name is Carrie Gazowitz, and I'm with Berniker, Iger, and Lang CPA. I work out of our Eatontown office. We also have a location in the Lakewood area, if that's closer for any of you. So as Sean said, tax season never sleeps. There's always something going on, whether it's your business needs or payroll taxes, sales tax, whether you're getting notices for yourself or your business. That's something that we can help you with. So if there's any tax or accounting needs, we are here for you to make your life less taxing.
Ah, nice. Thank you, Carrie. All right, I think I have everybody. We'll go to Al, and then we'll go to testimonials.
You forgot me.
Oh, Catherine. All right, let's let Al go first, and then we'll wrap it up with you. Okay, sorry.
Okay, can you hear me all right?
Yes.
Can you hear me? Oh, okay,
Yes.
good, because I wasn't sure. On my phone. Yeah, very good. Al Aloisi, your independent insurance broker. And I'll be speaking on Lunch and Learn next Tuesday at noon on annuities as the specialty of the year. So again, I do everything for health insurance, life insurance, as well as estate planning and annuities. I'll leave you with that. Everybody have a nice weekend, and we'll looking forward to talking to everyone on Tuesday.
Thank you, Al. That's going to be a good workshop, a good lunch and learn. All right, Catherine, go.
To close the show. Hi.
You're breaking up.
my Catherine, insurance and cold orchards. So you're welcome to see me save on it or to submit it to your insurance carriers because it does save money on your insurance needs. So I want you to take off those points, but also save a little extra on your insurance. If you have any questions, I'm happy to help.
You were breaking up in the beginning, so we didn't hear what you said.
Oh,
You wanna say
good. Gotta love Wi-Fi at work. So you literally didn't hear anything?
Not in the beginning.
Good. So hi, I'm Catherine Dwyer. I work for Cold Snack Insurance, right behind Delicious Orchards. So you're welcome to grab some donuts and then come save some money on your insurance. And again, submit those.
You can't wait for losing today.
Driving course insurance carriers some money.
Okay, so now I think we got it because now the second half was bad. So I think we can piece it together and get the full picture from you. All right, thank you, Catherine. Gilda, yes.
If we're into testimonials right now, or
Yes.
may I?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I want to make a testimonial for both you, Terese, and for Joanne. They contacted me about doing the strategy call and the Real Raw workshop. So I might end up on television. So I don't know, but they did tell me they would do that workshop with me. And also Joanne Colella, I want to thank you for she spent like 40 minutes on the phone with us because there's certain writing projects that we need assistance with. And she was ever so nice and she walked us through everything. So we're going to start working together and maybe refine our image. Thanks, Joanne.
She will get time off in purgatory for that.
But I am not messing with that tagline.
Very nice. Anybody else for testimonials? Dawn?
Mine's like a little testimonial slash plug. Jackie Berman is going to be speaking at our Powerful Networking Seminar on Friday on how to protect yourself against identity theft. So I'm going to put that in the, it's 12 p.m. next Friday, and it should be very interesting and certainly needed now that everybody, I mean, it's always been needed, but now that everybody's on their computers and getting very savvy, I'm sure there's going to be a lot more stuff coming out.
Excellent. Thank you, Dawn. Joanne?
Actually, I was going to give a reciprocal shout out to Gilda and Mike for asking me about the project, and I'm going to be sending you information later today. And also Dawn, who has been allowing me to do some work for her, and also she's working on a new website for me, and I am so excited. It's like waiting for a Christmas present. I can't wait to see what it looks like. And also to Gerald for having the patience of a saint when I keep asking him questions about some procedures we're going through right now. So it's been a busy week.
Excellent. Love it. Chamber people working together, chamber members helping each other. Anybody else? Testimonials?
I just wanted to give a quick shout out to Mark and Bonnie, who have been like revamping membership. They've been doing a fabulous job. And for those of you who don't know what it's like to put on an event, them and their team have, I can hear them from the other office, have done a really, really fabulous job. So very nicely done. And the people that have been stepping up to do events or run groups are fabulous. And I forgot to talk about the wellness group, just real quick. Some people have responded. If anyone's interested or wants to talk about anything like that, please give me a shout out. My email's in the chat.
Excellent. Yes, thank you, Jerry. And the net walking event that we did in May, we will also do in June, and that is going to come under the health and wellness group with Jerry and Mike in. So we'll look forward to that event as well this month. All right. Anybody else? Tara. Mute. You're muted. Tara, unmute. Unmute.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness, there's not enough coffee for me this morning. Just a quick shout out, I forgot to say, for our Women in Business luncheon coming up, we have 2 sponsorships that we received, Mitali and Prakash Vasa, CMIT Solutions, and we have Alex Amato from Artist Senior Living in Eatontown. So I want to thank both of them to help us succeed, especially for this first in-person event for the Women in Business. So thank you very much to those 2 sponsorships.
Yes, thank you, Tara, for getting them involved. That was wonderful. Thank you. Anybody else? Yay, this is awesome. All right. If there's nothing else, thank you, everybody. And thank you again, Pat Jones, for informing us about how we can save money on our prescriptions. If anybody has any questions, Pat, you put your information in the chat? Okay.
I did. Yep, that's
All
in
right.
there.
Fantastic. All right. Well, thank you again. Have a wonderful weekend, and we will see you next week. Bye.
Good weekend, everybody. Bye.
Have a good
Nice
weekend.
to meet you, Pat.
Go Bonus.
Great
Go
job.
Kings.
Good. Have a good day, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Pat.
Bye-bye, guys.
Hey, Mark, check out your chat box, please.
All right.
I was saving the chat for Anne, sorry.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, don't get off yet. I'm gonna send it to her right now.
I sent,
thank you.
if that's helpful.
What was
But if
that?
you want- I said I sent her screenshots, but if you want to like email it to her, Dawn, that might be more practical.
Okay, yeah, I downloaded it and I was just trying to find it before I left.
I always wait for everyone to leave before I shut down because I don't know what's going to
Yeah,
happen.
good idea.
So thank you.
Okay.
That's too funny. It was
Bye.
fun, like trying to screenshot off my phone while I was in the chat and then sending it to Anne at the same time.
All right, I'm going to
Okay.
shut down. I have a phone call coming in. Bye.
Yep,
Have
you
a
too.
good, have a good week, everyone.
You too. Bye.